A whole village vanished, and the dead bodies were missing from their graves. Not abandoned, not attacked, vanished. This happened near Lake Anjikuni, in one of the coldest, most unforgiving places on Earth. And the deeper you look into it, the less it makes sense. It was November 1930. A fur trapper named Joe LaBelle was traveling across the frozen wilderness. He knew this route well, and more importantly, he knew the village ahead. He had been there before. He had eaten with them, spoken with them, watched their fires burn through the night. It was never empty, never silent, but this time, something felt off long before he arrived. The air was too still. No wind, no distant voices, no movement, just silence. The kind that makes you feel like you're being watched. As he got closer to the village, he slowed down. Normally, the dogs would hear him first, barking, howling, alerting everyone that someone was coming. But this time, nothing. Not a single sound. When he finally stepped into the village, he stopped, because what he saw didn't look abandoned. It looked interrupted. The huts were still standing. Weapons leaned against walls. Clothing lay where it had been left. He walked into one of the homes. Inside, there was food. Not stored, not packed. A pot still sitting over what had once been a fire, now frozen solid. It was as if someone had been cooking, and then just walked away. Joe stepped back outside, his breathing getting heavier. Something was wrong. Very wrong. Then he saw them. The dogs, sled dogs, still tied to their posts. He rushed closer and immediately stepped back. They were dead, not attacked, not injured. They had starved, slowly, which meant something terrifying. No one had come back. Not for hours, not for days, not ever. At this point, Joe knew he wasn't dealing with something normal. Villages don't just disappear. People don't just leave everything behind. Especially not in a place where survival depends on every single tool, every bit of food, every fire. Respected. Final. But when he got there, the ground had been disturbed. Graves that should have remained sealed were open. And according to what was reported at the time, the bodies were gone. Now think about that. An entire village disappears, and somehow the dead disappeared too. Joe didn't stay. He couldn't. He rushed to report what he had seen, and soon after, authorities were sent to investigate. When they arrived, they searched everything. Every hut, every path, every inch of snow surrounding the village. And that's when they found something that made the case even more impossible. There were no footprints. In fresh snow, even a single person walking leaves a trail. Nothing. No tracks leading out of the village. No signs of a struggle. No indication of panic. It was as if everyone had simply vanished at once. No escape. No chase. No explanation. But then, the stories started coming in. Some locals claimed that on the night the village disappeared, there was something in the sky. A strange blue light. Not like the northern lights. This one moved, hovered, watched, and then it was gone. Was it real? Or just fear trying to explain something it couldn't understand? Because if it wasn't that, then what could make an entire group of people leave everything behind? Shelter, warmth, safety. People don't walk into freezing darkness for no reason. Not unless staying was worse. And that's where it becomes psychological. Because now you're not asking, what happened? You're asking, what could scare an entire village all at once? Years passed, and instead of answers, the story became even stranger. Officials began to deny it. Some claimed the village never even existed, that the reports were exaggerated or completely false. But that creates a bigger mystery. If nothing happened, then where did the story come from? Why were there detailed reports? Why did witnesses speak about it? And why does the story refuse to disappear? Because even today, people still talk about what happened near Lake Anjikuni. Not as a solved case, but as something unresolved. No bodies were ever officially recovered. No clear explanation was ever accepted. Just a frozen village, caught in a moment that never continued. And a question that still doesn't have an answer. Did they leave? Were they taken? Or did something happen that we're not meant to understand? Because whatever it was, it didn't just take the living, it took the dead too. And if a place can be emptied like that, without a single trace, then maybe the scariest part isn't what happened back then. It's the possibility that it could happen again. If you made it this far, drop a comment. I heard it. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.